like that. I've just
Bad,
got a couple
hopefully.
projects I'm working on that we've mentioned before, and that's all we've mentioned. So, yeah, liability and insurance, was that kind of a shock that you can't just build this and do it? You actually have to be an adult and
Yeah, a little bit. On my part, yeah, I was like, whoa, what is all this stuff that you actually have to do to get this?
Responsibilities.
Yeah, what is that?
I know.
Uh-huh.
Just not finding out about that.
So you guys talk about location, right? Potential areas. So if anybody would like to suggest a spot within Spencer city limits, we want this to be something that's accessible to anyone and everyone. Go ahead and respond to that email that's directly below Shakira there, radioactiveshack at Hotmail, not Hotmail, sorry, at timeofyourhalflife.com. Or does Spencer Skate Alliance have its own email?
They are going to in the future.
All right, we'll attach that to this this podcast, to this stream, to this live thing once we actually have it.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Awesome.
So.
I assume you did a podcast before. What have you learned since then, since September?
I need to be more prepared. I need to be more organized, work on communication skills a little bit better.
Okay.
Just be myself and be comfortable. That too.
I'm sure that Patriot Expo part, these skills and stuff will come into play with that.
definitely,
And
yes.
Now the Patriot Expo, do they just send you on your own, or do you,
I mean, obviously we have our English teachers like walking us along it, but we have a mentor that we like go to in the beginning of the project, so they can also help us along the way. Don't just like throw us in the cold water and tell us to go do this and this. And we have mentors, yeah.
Okay.
let me guess, your mentor is Mark Rogers.
Yeah.
We've had Mark out here before. We're trying to get him out again, but he's enjoying his retirement.
Respectfully.
Yes, yeah. We'll try to get him out in maybe 6 to 8 months after he's gotten bored a little bit.
He said 2 to 3.
Oh, okay. He's setting higher goals for himself then. Goals. What's your immediate goal that you're working towards now?
My goal right now is to get a Spencer Skate Alliance logo going, so it can be a little more official, you know.
Okay.
And
Be seen.
be seen,
Yep.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
And so when we go to the, oh my goodness, the
Council meetings?
yes, thank you so much.
Yep.
They will see our personality a little bit more and how we are really into this project and we're really trying to get it done, and we're not just
Yeah.
throwing it out there for, you know, we actually are trying to.
The visibility does really, really help. Attending different events, and I was approached at the Pride Festival, asked to fill out a survey, and obviously I did because
Thank you.
I support small organizations and stuff like that.
Awesome.
But it really does help, and once people see they've been here for a few years, maybe they really are a thing, and it's not just someone trying to do something, pardon my express, a fart on the wind.
I don't think we're worried about pardoning expressions here.
Pardoning.
A little manic episode, as you would say.
Yeah, exactly.
A manic moment.
So, no, that really does help, and I agree with you that a logo would help you be a little bit more official and go a long way towards establishing rapport
Yeah.
and viability.
All right.
Mhm. You have a second goal planned after that.
To finally find a spot and get some type of fundraising.
Okay.
Speaking of fundraising, there's this Appalachian Trail, and my friend was wanting me to go on it, and it's like a 6-month-long trail.
Mhm.
It goes through 13 states, and he was like, "Do you think if you went on this trail that you could do like a fundraiser out of that or anything?" So I was like, "This is maybe a wild thing. I don't know if that'll work or not." But
I think you could if you live stream certain points,
yeah.
but be prepared to go on an ultimate not good health diet kick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Granola bars, canned food,
Granola bars aren't.
It's the how much you're expected to do, like 20 miles a day for
6 months?
It's rough.
Yeah.
It is a rough trail,
You
but
need-
people who do it love it. And
The absolute most caloric dense foods you can, which is whole milk when you can get it kind of thing. Chocolate milk's even better. Sugary candy, as long as it's not like sugary, like high
Yeah.
calorie stuff that you can fit in your pocket. Granola bars are
Pass
fine.
out on the
Take
trail.
multivitamins with you too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
and I would suggest to not do the whole thing at once, because you are. I'm not prepared. Jeremiah's not prepared. Sam's not prepared. You're not prepared.
Fresh out of high school, yeah, probably not.
If you're fresh out of high school and you were doing a lot of hiking trails and working for this, sure.
Yeah.
But I would say go out for like a week and do 1 week's worth, see how far you can get, and basically every day hey, it's 5 o'clock, everybody, thank you very much, look how far I've gotten, thank you very much, we're trying to get this out there, blah, 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 blah. And you just basically give them updates for 1 week and see where that goes.
Yeah.
Alright.
I had a guy I knew who was thinking about doing it, and I started talking to him about it. 20 miles a day, every single day. That means in 3 days you'll be in Indianapolis, and about 7 days you'll be in Muncie, kind of thing. And to have somebody go pick you up
Yeah.
after a week in Muncie or Fort Wayne, or if you want to go south, then the equivalent distance south. But that kind of thing will give you an idea of what to expect. And when I broke it down for him, I helped him break it down like that. He didn't like the idea quite so
Yeah.
much. It still sounds like an awesome idea. I would like to do that or something similar
Mm-hmm.
myself one of these days. But
The reality kicks in. Oh,
yeah,
got like a dust in my eye. Sorry.
that's okay.
Okay. All right, I'm fine.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you. Okay. Am I okay? Yeah. I'm fine. Sorry for the.
So when are the meetings?
We're having one this Friday at the Unity Pride Store at 5 o'clock, and we do that every 2 weeks on Friday, 5 o'clock, and yeah,
5 o'clock every other Friday.
at the Pride Store.
And that's a
Okay.
meeting where you can come in and basically help give your opinion, help organize, volunteer, whatever,
Yeah.
because
Anyway.
we're going to need it, because this is not just for skaters, this is going to be for rollerbladers, BMXers, people who just want a place to hang out, the community, everyone,
Those
and this will hopefully
scooter things, too.
scooters as well. And you don't have to run any of these or know how to ride any of these. You can just go in and meet people there, hang out, and we want it to be open. We want it to be
A safe
something
community.
safe where everyone can see what's going on, and basically give people something else to do.
Mhm.
This town does not have enough.
No.
Nope.
We only have Cooper's Park, elementary, and that it closes at dawn, or right? It closes at dawn.
Dusk till dawn.
Dusk
yeah.
till dawn. Yeah, there we go. So
Mhm.
and same with Cooper's.
Yeah. 10 p.m. to 7 a.m. they're closed.
Yeah.
Or 5 a.m. maybe. I can't remember. It's one of those two. 10 p.m. is when they close.
Yep.
And they reopen at like 5 a.m. or 7 a.m. I
Mhm.
can't remember.
And the Cooper's Park doesn't even have like any flat areas for skaters to go to and
Nope.
to do anything. So,
Mm-mm.
and Spencer, like, we're a little bit of a big town, but really, really small town, and so they don't really have any places to skate
Yeah. We're
in
pretty-
town.
We're a pretty big little town is what I tell people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and the police have days where they agree with it and don't agree with it, and so skaters kind of,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Mhm.
Yeah. Suffer a little bit.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And this is to give them a safe place,
Mhm.
a known place,
Mm-hmm.
an open place, and something isn't filled with gravel.
And so, yeah, and so they can also express themselves.
Yeah. And the police force is welcome to come and skate too. That's
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Oh,
yeah.
that's part of the idea, is to bring the community together, let
Mhm.
everybody know. And yeah, we actually encourage the police officers to come by, check it out, and make sure everything's good, because they want this to remain a good part, a welcoming part of the community.
Yep.
Maybe we have some secret skater police that we don't know about.
Could be.
Yeah, narcs are welcome to come skate too. Everybody's welcome to skate, honestly. That's the whole point, is there's even options of having somebody come in who is really good and maybe giving some lessons on some days. Those are other events that can be set up.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, with all the people I see either walking around with their scooters, their rollerblades, or their skateboards and not really having a safe or known place to do it, that's, again, a repeat of what we've been saying, but that's the goal.
Yeah.
And we'll have like volunteers to come and clean up if they want or anything, you know. So it's not a trash park, you know. We're gonna keep it together and everything.
I'm a pretty organized person. I don't know if you've caught that. How long, John's shaking his head behind the camera. How long do you think before this gets done? If 20 years, 10 years, 5 years?
Definitely less than 20 years. That's a lot
Okay.
right there. Maybe in the next 5 years? Maybe?
5 years?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's kind of a goal, because right now it really is, we're reaching out to the community, or Shakira is reaching out to the community. We're feeling the water, trying to get everybody on board.
Yeah.
If everything goes well, this could be as little as 2 years, because you have to raise the money, you have to buy the land or acquire the land, you have to build, and you have to have the right people build it. You just can't come up and somebody says, well, I know how to do this, and build it.
I can pour concrete.
Yeah, right. Because there's actually specific strengths of concrete that need to be used that will handle the skating and everything else.
So we don't have to keep
Yeah.
rebuilding, spending money, rebuilding. It can last a good 7 years, 10 years if we use the right stuff.
And it's also, its annual upkeep is less if it's concrete than if it's any other material.
Yeah.
Because those, steel, sure, might be cheaper, but that's so going to rust. That's going to be,
Yeah,
be affected
that's
that
like
way.
good for like the little lines on the side, so they
Right.
can like
Lips.
easily glide and
Yeah.
everything.
Get your
Not
grinding.
the whole thing.
And 5 years is the idea. Is like you spend a couple years getting the community on board with you, and then build. In a situation where the community is already behind you, yeah, sure, we could probably have it going in 2 years.
Yeah, easy.
Okay.
Yeah. If somebody wins the lottery and it's absolutely ridiculous and just dumps money in the city, then it could happen in a few months. Yeah, that's going to happen.
Right there, yeah. If it was easy.
Right.
You got any questions for me?
What made you get into skating? Or what made you want to start a skate park besides Patriot Expo?
Well, actually, my dear old good friend, Moses Napier, he came up with the idea first, and he started it, and he had a group going for maybe 1 or 2 meetings. I think it was 1 meeting, and then, he moved to California, so he wasn't able to pursue it, and then I had an amazing opportunity that Mr. Wallace and Mark, they are friends, and they talk and everything, and Mr. Wallace came up to me, and he brought it up to me, and I was like, yeah, I love the skating community. I definitely, as being someone that grew up in Spencer, and has needed something to do, something that's safe, that I can express myself, that my parents aren't scared that I'm doing bad stuff, you know?
Right, yeah.
So I was like, yes, I would love to put my all into this.
Good. Glad to hear that.
Right?
Now, this is your senior project.
It is my senior project.
What's your plans? Your plans, not skate park plans, after graduation. Tough question, I know.
Yeah, very, very tough question. I've always wanted to how I've always been my own person. I've always followed my own rules, followed my own voice. So I definitely want to have my own thing going on, some type of business. I'm really into art. I really like music. I love fashion. And so I'm trying to do something with that in the future. And I might want to go to college. I might want to travel the world first and then find a place that's good for me to start my life at and have maybe opportunities come to me while I'm still trying, because that's all I can do, is just try and not give
That's
up
right.
and see if things come to me, and I don't know, but it's a little something.
Back to the skate idea. After you graduate, are you going to try to maintain helping the Skate Alliance try to get this built, or do you have somebody in mind to pass the torch on to?
Yeah, I think about this as it gets closer, because I have 3 months left of high school, and I actually haven't. I've thought about what's going to happen after I graduate, obviously, but I haven't thought about who am I going to pass this down to? Because I don't really have any friends that are going to stay in Spencer to continue this, and I don't want to just give this to someone that has other stuff going on in their life, because this is a very big project.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I've always said once I graduate, I'm going to move out of Indiana, and so, I'm like, maybe this is a sign that I should stay in Indiana so I can finish this project, because I would love to finish this project and, leave a mark on Spencer and do something for my community, And
Spencer needs it.
yeah, Spencer does
Mhm.
really need it, and I would love to be that person to do it, and I'm looking forward to it, and at the same time I'm very scared of it.
You have every right to be scared of it because it's not a small task.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I've been reminded of that, and it makes me feel a little bit better,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 'cause as long as you get the word out there, I
Mhm.
think you've accomplished something.
And
So-
it means a lot.
Yeah. So anybody who wants to go to the meetings this Friday,
I would appreciate
5
it.
o'clock, Spencer Community Building.
I've said several times to John and Sam that, probably on podcast too, that the most important step you can take isn't the first step. It's the next step. I read that in a book somewhere. That's one of those things that has stuck with me, and I will probably always live my life according to that.
Yeah. That's a very good quote to live by,
Mhm.
actually, yeah.
So, you may not know which direction you're going, but you can't stay stagnant.
hmm
So, just keep
Challenge
going.
accepted. No, just kidding.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, I've got too many family members that are stagnant.
So,
I relate to that
yeah.
very much. So,
so moving back on, you potential college, potential world traveling. Keep in mind, I'm just going to throw this as a small hint, you could probably turn world travel into college as well. 'Cause
I
there
have-
are studying abroad.
yes,
Mhm.
I have
Yep.
thought about that, and
Yeah.
I've always dreamed about that, and what was it? I think it was like this give community, or I don't know. They travel the world and they help out other communities as they're traveling, but they're also getting education. I haven't really looked into it, but what I have, that's what came up, and
Yeah.
it's a legit thing. So, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. What do you do for fun?
I draw. Try to hang out with my family as much as I can do. I watch a lot of TV. TV's cool.
What was the last show you watched?
It's kind of nerdy.
Well, better be good.
Neon Genesis.
Okay. Okay. I approve.
Cool.
All right, that life's over. Jeremiah approves. We're
Yeah.
done. Okay.
Yeah.
I listen to a lot of music. I like to dance. I skateboard. Play basketball. I just recently started picking that up since it's starting to feel good out,
Starting to feel hot. Sorry, I'm biased against the heat. I like the cold weather. I like snow.
Same here.
Yeah.
I like them both, I guess.
I don't want much, just 2 or 3 feet.
I'm good with the heat. I love the heat. I love the warmth.
Well, that's just it. To me, my saying in life is there's only so much clothes you can take off because if it gets too hot,
That is,
Yeah.
I always did say I'd like to freeze to death instead of burn to death. So, I mean,
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm all for building a fire, putting on more clothes. Hey, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm also like hippie dippy, and I'm like, hey, run naked. That's cool too. I don't know if that's appropriate for this podcast or not, but I'm sorry if it's not.
Oh, there's nothing inappropriate about that. It really comes down to, again, mine is after you reach a certain point, it doesn't matter how naked you are, you're still not, you're going to either stop. If you stop sweating, you're in trouble. Out here, it's too humid, so sweating doesn't do what it needs to do, and you just become this weird, slimy, nasty, stinky mess.
Yeah,
I just read
I
a
hate that feeling.
science study that said the wet bulb temperature is actually lower than what they previously estimated.
Mm-hmm.
So once you hit, I think it's like 82 degrees Fahrenheit with 100% humidity, your sweat won't evaporate and you can't cool off.
Yeah.
They used to say 85, but now it's down to 82.
Oh, wow.
Yay, science.
Yeah.
So that's probably what I liked about being out in the desert was, oh, yeah, it's 104 degrees. What's your point?
Yeah.
There's like no humidity, so your sweat is doing what it needs to do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying you're not dehydrating really quick, but yeah. But 3 feet of snow coming next week. You heard that here first. Polar vortex, part 5, revenge of the snowflake.
The lambda variation.
The lambda variation. It's not going to happen.
No.
We're already on the warming trend, so that's good.
Hey, you can speak things into existence, so just watch what you're saying there, you know?
Money.
Snow.
Money.
Snow.
Money, it's not
working.
Skate park.
Snow.
Skate park.
Skate park.
That'd be really
See,
cool.
that's just it. Mine was what would have fixed both of those, because then you could buy some snow, and then you could buy a skate park. Money.
Okay,
Yes.
Elon.
And then we could get a snowboard thing going on.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that would be wicked.
That would be really cool.
Yeah. That'd be
Yep.
awesome.
Mhm.
I had an invite to go snowboarding with some friends about 3 years ago or something like that. And then something happened. They ended up canceling, and it was a bummer. Yeah.
Boomer.
Hmm.
I don't think I've had any chances to go snowboarding yet, but I would love to.
We haven't had good snow in a long time either.
Well, there's the,
Yeah.
what is it called? The
Paoli Peaks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The artificial snow.
Hmm.
Yep.
But they need a cold weather, and they need a little bit of snow and humidity in the air to do that.
And nope.
A little warmer.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
right.
what was the last good snow, and I think it was still only like 10 inches, would have been 2012 when we had that blizzard that came in. And
Oh, wow.
yeah, it was great. It had some good snow, but it hasn't really. We're 10 years later, and
Yeah.
here we are.
We had a snow this year that
Yeah.
was gone in a week.
Yep.
Right. But we'll just have to see how things fluctuate.
Guess we had a good snow last year too, because I built a great big snow igloo. Or snow pile with a tunnel through it is what we ended up doing.
Yeah.
That's
Because
awesome.
I wanted to build a 12-foot tall snowman. Like, I brought a ladder down to Cooper Commons, but the snow was too dry and powdery.
Ah, dang.
And that's the
So-
other problem we've been having. The snow is either too dry and powdery, or it's too icy and is no longer snow.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's what I've been running into here. Yeah.
No, I like to set goals for myself, and they may seem outrageous until you start. But a 12-foot tall snowman,
That is a great goal, and I would have loved to see that. That would have been so cool.
planned it out. Thought, okay, obviously I'm going to need a ladder. Obviously I'm going to need a lot of
Yeah.
snow. I had some friends of mine come and help me shovel because hey, snow. Let's play in it.
Right.
We had a snow pile that was about 8-9 foot long, and then it was too dry and powdery, so we just decided to make a tunnel through it and packed it up so you could crawl through the tunnel.
So you still had something going on.
Oh, yeah.
But
But I want a 12-foot tall snowman.
you'll get there.
One of these days.
Not saying it can't happen, just our probability with the fluctuation of weather the way it is now,
Go north and east to the coast.
probably. Well, actually, they're saying lake effects is your best, so really just go north.
Okay, I'll
Yeah.
go north.
And the lake effects have gotten much more interesting and intense. Yeah. So, that's enough about snow and weather. Come on,
Yeah.
this is Shakira's show.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I am. But, I don't know what to say.
Well,
I know you just.
let's go on a weird tangent. What's your favorite car?
Ooh, I love old cars.
There's
Okay.
a ton of old cars.
Like,
Mhm.
is it a Caddy? No. It's like a 1997,
70 and 97, two totally
Yeah.
yeah,
Well,
It's-
her 97 might be old. That's.
different. 97 is old.
Hmm.
14 is old. 2014, that is.
Yeah.
I don't know, but it's a beautiful car, and I'm really ashamed I don't know the name of it right now.
Well, describe it.
It's like, okay, you know how what are those cars called? The it looks like a hearse, but like it's like bumping instead of like. I
Oh,
wanna
so
say-
you're talking about a 1958 Cadillac ambulance combo with the flares, just like Ghostbusters, right?
No, but yes, but it's some sort of Cadillac though.
Mhm.
And like I like the really long rectangle ones, and I like the man, I'm just kind of
See,
like
slightly more rectangular. I had a 1974. Me and Gavin had a 1974 Cadillac Landaulet. Oh, the thing was beautiful. It had the crinkled top, which basically meant a crinkle paint, and then the person who had it before us sanded it down to smooth it up. Like, oh, that just kills me. That thing was great.
what happened to it?
We had to sell it when we were moving, and it was just one of those. We called her Lenore, and she was, and not after Edgar Allan Poe directly, but more directly after the comic book character Lenore, it's a comic book about a story about a cute little dead girl.
Okay.
Wait, have I heard this story? I feel like
It's a comic book. Oh God, what's the name? He worked on with the people who did Invader Zim.
it was that the wait. Was that the little green guy?
Zim was the little green guy
Yeah.
who was basically put in contact lenses to pretend to be human.
Yeah. Yeah.
Grr. But Ronan Rodriguez, I think. Don't quote me on that. Just look up Lenore comic book, cute little dead girl, and it was the story of adventures of her. And she ended up friends with one of her friends was called Taxidermy, who was basically a mangled mess of odd parts put together.
Hence the name.
Yes. Yeah. Really dark, twisted, sort of weird, goth, heavy air quote goth comic book. Look it up. It's fun.
Alright.
Yeah.
Cute little dead girl.
Cute little dead girl.
Also, the car off Supernatural that Dean drives.
I hear
Are you gonna look that up? Because I've seen
Oh.
like 2 episodes of Super.
I know the vehicle. That's not what I was going to look up.
Okay.
But it's a nice car. And
Okay.
That's all I got to say about that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Big muscle car. My vehicle preferences go into smaller sports cars, which are really like how do you fit into that sort of vehicle, all the way to larger professional vehicles. Because So for those who are wondering, yes, I'm the guy driving around in the nasty bad paint job ambulance.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Now it's a nice ambulance. Or it
Oh, it's
was,
great. It's great. It just needs tires. Yeah.
And a paint job.
I'm working on that. The weather's actually getting to the point I can work on it again.
Oh yeah, and you need vinyl stickers for somebody too.
Oh, really? Who do I need vinyl stickers for?
I've told you, Matt.
Oh, yeah, I'm waiting for him on that.
Okay, I'll
Yeah.
remind him next
Okay.
time I see him then,
Okay.
because it's starting to get warm weather and he's a little bit antsy. Him and his wife just bought a Dodge Charger and a Chevy Camaro, bright yellow.
Oh wow.
So the Dodge Charger, like Bumblebee from Transformers,
Yeah.
she bought the Camaro first. Cute little dead girl,
Yes.
Lenore. She bought the Camaro first, and everyone said, "Well, it's not a Charger, it's not But no, I'm calling it Bumblebee." And she got like not a vanity plate, but bumper stickers and stuff like that. But okay.
It made it look like yeah.
And her husband went out and like 2 weeks later bought a Dodge Charger
Oh.
in yellow.
Oh wow.
So if you see the bright yellow car, chances are there's like 4 of them in town, but they own 2 of them. So, but they want to get like Autobots and Decepticons stickers for the hood of their car.
I like the
And I'm
So-
sorry, but that's not Bumblebee.
So
I don't care what that explosive guy, director, whose name I'm not going to mention, did. Bumblebee was a Volkswagen Beetle, not a Charger. I'm sorry, Hasbro and all the GM commercials that were made for that. No.
this is why he's off camera.
respect though, I understand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, John does some vinyl stuff too. On the hood of my car, speaking of car, I drive a little, very, very, it's an economy car, but it's an EV. And I'm quickly turning into one of those gas snobs that I wave at the gas stations as I drive by them because it's electric.
He sees 4.25 a gallon.
Yeah, I was
Yes.
bad prices.
But I have a gigantic D20 on the hood of my car from Dungeons and Dragons or any other RPG
It's a
game.
die. It's a 20-sided die.
Right, yeah. So people have seen that and they recognize my car now, and there's been quite a few people, hey, where'd you get that done? And it's like, I can give you the guy's name and number, how's that? And Matt was one of those people I gave name and number to, reached out, and he wants something done. So,
Of course, he comes when it's like all cold, and you can't really attach to things when they're cold that well.
Yeah.
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 I didn't know that though.
Yeah.
hmm
And so, yes, I'll also be the one making the stickers for the Spencer Skate Alliance once we have a design.
You wanna shout your little business out?
Well, it's called Radioactive Shack. So, contact at the email directly below Shakira there.
right down here.
I do videography, I do metalworking, and I do final graphics.
Mhm.
I also do graphic design and a few other things. Yeah, shout out to me.
Check it and dig it.
Yep.
So I've got an idea.
What's up?
Since we need to talk you into playing a game of Call of Cthulhu.
Call of Cthulhu?
Call of Cthulhu.
Call of
It's a role-playing game. It would require a D20.
hmm
Yep, we need to bring you into that.
Okay.
Yeah, and we need to do it on air. Just a one-shot thing where everybody plays a...
Okay.
Yeah. You up for that? We won't do it today. We've got to figure out when we can do it, and we'll need more players.
Maybe.
At least 2 more.
Role-playing games are a blast, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan. Hence
Yep.
the car.
Wait, do you
so.
guys like go down to Cooper's Park and have the
So now that the weather's warming back up, I'll plug the Spencer LARP group.
LARPing? That's what it is.
Yeah.
We go down to Cooper Commons, usually on Monday afternoons,
You know, yeah, I'll do it.
and we beat the crap out of each other with foam weapons.
Yep.
Full speed, contact, everything.
Full
Yeah.
contact. The
Headshots don't count. They'll happen,
yeah.
but for safety reasons, we do not purposely go
Yep.
for the head.
Anything below like the collarbone area is fair target. Neck is not part of it, but you'll get hit in the neck, you'll get hit in the face, you'll get hit in the head.
Oh, wow.
We kind of make sure everyone's okay, but
At
keep
the same time, it's like,
You gotta
whoa.
keep
Protective
going.
gear and armor is encouraged.
yes, yep. So
10 layers of clothing.
chest guards for the
Bowie.
ladies, cups for the gentlemen, and stuff like that is encouraged and welcomed and not shunned in any sort of way because getting hurt sucks.
Yeah. Yeah.
But no, now that the weather's warm, the river's been flooded the last 3 weeks,
Yeah.
so it's made it hard to get down there. Yeah.
Nice thing is the weapons float.
Yep.
Hey,
Some of the people
You
don't.
do like a swimming one. You know, like, yeah.
Uh-huh.
And the difference there is that's live action. The game which definitely go down to
Mhm.
Cooper's Common Mondays at 4:00.
Yep.
Learn the rules, sign the waiver, beat each other up.
Yep.
Ours would be a tabletop version with no actual physical contact, which is descriptions. You say what you're going to do. You roll to see if you actually successfully do it,
Oh, okay.
and stuff like that. Yep.
Then I'm definitely down for that. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So you guys,
Excellent.
Yeah.
you get a strange inkling of a ominous wind that blows towards you. Okay, well, you want to investigate the wind, and it seems a little bit unnatural and stuff like that. We need to run. Okay, we run full speed. Oh,
Gas
wait.
in the air.
You ran the
Yeah.
wrong direction.
Yeah, those kinds of things. But you describe it as it's going along.
All right. All right.
Yep.
I might be good or very bad at that. I don't know.
There's no good or bad. There's just trying to have fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Mhm.
I can do that then.
Mhm.
I
The
can
more
do
descriptive you are, generally the better time you'll have.
Yep.
You'll be able to visualize things better. You'll be able to interact and play a little bit more. And we encourage descriptions. We encourage like getting involved in it.
pop up that little icon of like SpongeBob's imagination.
Exactly. That's pretty much all it is.
Yeah.
With math.
See, now that's where I was gonna go down.
It's
'cause
simple math.
It's
Still-
Simple, like
17 plus 6.
18, 19, 20.
that's acceptable. Totally acceptable. And guess what?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
People like John use an abacus, so
Because I'm that old. Yeah. Have to actually take it out and remake the stones every now and then.
refurbished.
Refurbished. I remember when that word was invented.
Yes.
One John old joke per episode.
Oh, at least, yeah. Yeah. I'm the old man of the group, so.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are cool.
All right. More about yourself. Come on, let's keep the conversation going. We got about another 18 minutes.
Okay.
We can ask questions, and then, I don't know if you want that. I mean,
I know. I don't know what.
all right, let's
you
start on
don't
this.
know about me.
What sort of animals do you have? Do you have animals? Do you like animals?
I
Take that on as a, just go.
I love animals.
Mhm.
I always did want to be a veterinarian, but I don't know. I do have a cat, and I did have a dog until this year.
Sorry.
It's fine. Any more questions?
What are you planning to study in college if you go, or what?
She kind of already answered that.
She
Yeah.
said she was planning on veterinary school, but
Art, music, fashion. Do you remember that?
Yeah, man.
That was part of the conversation.
okay.
Yeah.
So
Hobbies.
then-
What other hobbies? Tell us something about that you have. Something that's either very few people know, and I'm not asking for something embarrassing. I'm asking for, like, oh yeah, I crochet on the side. I don't know, something like that.
I kind of want to get into like edits, maybe.
Mhm.
Or what other things? What other little things I've been thinking of? Playing guitar, maybe. I really want to learn how to play an instrument.
Mhm.
specifically guitar or
Guitar.
banjo, bass.
I did
Drums.
play
Drums.
the drums. Yeah, for sure the drums.
Okay.
Or maybe a violin. You
Uh,
know,
Owen Valley Sounds is playing upstairs.
Yeah, it's past 7 o'clock. At 7 o'clock, they have lessons upstairs above us.
Mm-hmm.
And speaking of, we're going to take a small break and mention to everybody that we are broadcasting from the Owen County Public Library.
thank you.
And it is time. The website is open, and if you would like to, the library has a film festival, and it's time for registration. Short films. Go online and check it out.
Hey, yeah.
Yeah. So,
You know
yeah.
anyone that's ever entered, John?
No, I don't know anybody who's entered every single one.
Uh-huh.
Me. I've placed in all of them. I've won 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And it's, to me, it's not winning, it's being in it, because we get some really great creativity. Just, it flows out here. We get a lot of neat stuff up there. Highly recommend, check if you need to, ask Nakota Brault or call Owen County Public Library and get more information. You can.
I don't
check it
have a
out.
computer or a camera. How do I enter?
Well, you can walk in and ask for an application at the Owen County Public Library.
How would I even get started?
How would you get started? In
Yeah.
which way?
How do I start recording?
Well, you got a phone. You can
Mhm.
use your
Oh,
phone.
I can use my phone to record?
Yes.
And then where can I go to start editing stuff?
The Owen County Public Library, who has the full Adobe suite available. You just have to basically schedule a time with them to come in and use it, because that's what we're actually in the tech room right now, broadcasting live. And hey, there's a 3D printer here too. We should get like a slow mo of a high speed time lapse of it.
Time-lapse.
Yeah, that's the word of that for my video.
Mhm.
Actually, no, my video is going to be different this year, and I'm not going to say anything. Mwahahaha.
He's not going to say anything. That's what he thinks. He'll give spoilers out.
I'm waiting for it. But
I'm willing to take that bet.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll match Sol Miguel's pledge of $5 for 1 month if you spoil something. And
If I spoil something,
and I hear about it. If
oh,
it
but what if I don't? What if you don't hear anything about it?
then I'll match Sol Miguel's.
Okay, so
Pledge for a month.
we have till August, I believe.
Mhm.
Oh, actually, yeah, till August. So, all right.
Yeah.
We'll
if
see.
I hear about it, or find out, if I find out what the idea is, there we go.
Oh,
this is cool.
he's screwed. He really is.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know something he doesn't, but that's okay. All right. Would you want to be in it? Would you actually want to make a film for it?
That would be cool. I was just about to say, like, with the edits thing, like,
Mhm.
I was thinking about, like, getting to, like, filmmaking, and which that leads to another thing of mine is, like, I always did possibly maybe want to be an actress.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, though, because, you know, you never really know the secret world of that and everything. But then, as I was saying that took me back to when I said art. And I did want to get into tattooing and being an apprentice, maybe, with that at all. I don't know.
Okay.
There's
Oh,
a lot of
absolutely.
things
It
I
is.
wanna do.
Tattooing is an art form. I don't care what anybody else says,
I agree.
and very few people can do it well.
Yes, I agree with that.
A friend of mine just got his first tattoo. I don't know if you're familiar with the Wheel of Time book series. I'm a super nerd. It's okay.
Hey, no, right on, man. To each their own.
But one of the characters in there ends up with like 2 giant dragon tattoos all up and down their arms, one on each arm.
That's dope.
So what he did was he got the first dragon done on his right arm down to the elbow, so he can cover it up with a short sleeve shirt mostly.
Yeah.
And he's going to get the other one done and get them filled in sometime in the future, not near future.
That's really cool.
So.
I'm gonna be like neck, toes, like before I pass away.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get some face tats too. Definitely in my 60s, 70s. Like, that is no joke. That's gonna happen.
Yeah.
My only advice there is make sure you know who's doing it.
Yeah.
Look at their portfolio.
Hey, if anything, if I start actually being an apprentice, I might do it on myself, you know?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually one of the things that's encouraged to do too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spots you can reach easily, like legs, stuff. It'd be hard to, if you're right-handed, do your right arm.
Right, or writing something and you end up like writing it backwards. That's really scary. That's really scary.
Just put an eyeball in the back of your head.
Yeah.
Not 2, a single one.
You know, I did want to get some eyeballs tattooed, so.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
That would be a really cool idea, actually.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's the wind.
Yeah.
Yep.
A friend of mine speaking of eyeball tattoos, has a beholder tattooed on him.
What's that?
A giant,
So good.
it's an eyeball floating creature from Dungeons and Dragons with 8 different eye stalks come off, branch off, and end in eyeballs.
The idea is it can see in every single direction.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Those 8 eye stalks shoot magic laser beams and
That's cool.
Pew, pew,
kill,
pew, pew, pew.
petrify, confuse, do things like that.
Yeah, that's dope.
Mm-hmm. It's a really awesome, iconic Dungeons and Dragons character, but I don't like tattoos, so I've not did anything like that yet.
That's
So
crazy.
It's not the tattoos he doesn't like.
it's the needles.
I
Last
love
time,
it.
last time when I got my COVID vaccine and booster, I passed out.
Oh wow.
So-
Actually, you know, that's pretty funny. I hate shots. Like,
Mhm,
I freak out. I'm like,
Yeah.
but with a needle, I'm like, go. I'm
Yeah, no.
ready. I'm ready.
No.
I'm ready. I'm ready. Sorry.
Another SpongeBob meme.
Yes.
No, I passed out. I still got it because it's the right thing to do, but I'm just going to have to live with the fact that in the future, if I ever get an IV, if I ever get it, it's like I'm probably going to pass out. Just lay me down on the ground now, so get it over with.
I've only had, that I know of for sure, I think I've only had 1 IV done.
Mhm.
And that's when I got my tonsils taken out, that was the first and only surgery I've had so far.
Okay.
Yeah, that was really scary. I was really nervous for that. And
Oh,
then
yeah.
afterwards, the feeling was just so weird. And like, I hacked up a bunch of loogies, and like afterwards, I felt like I had to, and the doctor was like, "Do not do that. You will mess yourself up."
Yeah.
It was really bad. Anyways,
Mm-hmm.
Spencer's Gate Alliance, it's going really great. It's a really awesome opportunity.
Meetings this Friday.
Meetings this Friday. I've met a lot of awesome people, including these 2 right here. Hopefully going to meet more awesome people in the future. Hopefully we're going to start getting spots up, fundraising up, and talk to the police and see what they got to say. See,
Was it Fouch? No, who's the one of the police officers that was, oh, I don't know why I'm saying Fouch. Could be, well, one of the elected officials, from what
Hobbs.
I understand.
Hobbs is
No, it wasn't
elected
Hobbs.
sheriff.
No, because it wasn't sheriff, it was police.
Okay.
Well, one of them was, definitely showed, encouragement and support for it so far.
oh, that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a matter of trying to make it a little more official and bring everybody out,
Yeah.
so.
Well, good.
Yep.
Yeah, I really appreciate that. That's awesome.
Let's see. So again, Friday, 5 o'clock, Spencer Pride Community Center. Be there for the meeting, give your opinion, find out what's going on, and meet the people who are involved. Would you like to become involved? Radioactive Shack at timeofyourhalflife.com. Don't forget the hyphen.
Right.
Yep,
Yeah.
right there. And on that note, I'm going to go ahead and show this week's pseudo sponsor, and all I've got to do is wait for the command.
John, hit the button.
Watch out! Swan down! Swan down! Swan down! I need a cook! Get to the mess hall! Swans down!
Swans down. No cake left behind.
Hello, Andy. This is Colin. I won't be able to get in tonight.